We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Can you imagine?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
We left Christmas 2 years ago. 17 months. Because January is long.
A Merry... A favour, please, don't break your laptop.
That's not going to break.
We wish you a Merry
I can't
Christmas.
shout, the hell. I can shout for one.
And a Happy New Year. Good tidings.
It's okay.
We
It's actually
bring.
right. Wow. Wow. It's like... okay. Not bring.
The vibrato.
That's amazing.
It came out.
Wow.
Can you guys tell how excited we are to be back? We are so excited.
Very.
So excited.
That's literally an understatement. Like,
No,
all day.
I have been waiting for this. Like, I have been waiting. I have been popping out with ideas. I've been saying, don't look at me like that.
Okay.
You said 2 ideas at most.
This is why I hate that you do. Just because you send me 1 million random things doesn't mean... Because have we used those ideas? No. I give very, very quality. See, sometimes in life, it's not about the quantity.
Right,
do you know what I mean? She just sends it. Jen just wakes up in the morning and whatever she thinks of. whatever goes into her head, she's like, yeah, favour, voice notes.
Yeah.
No, it's not the same. And then there's me. I look through the information. I'm like, what can I add? And I add my 2 important ideas.
One of them we can't even bloody afford. Right?
Why are you so annoying? They're not gonna know. Anyways, guys, we are back.
Welcome to season 2.
Can you imagine?
Of the First Girl Podcast.
No, really, honestly, we can actually say that. That's crazy.
Who would have thought this time last year? Did we think that we would be in this position right now?
No,
not at all.
We just said let's just start recording.
Yeah, let's just see what I want. And you guys have been so great. You have shown so much love, so much support. Everyone's just like, oh my god, when can I be in your podcast? When can I be in a podcast? We love you guys.
Honestly, like I was saying to Jen today, it's like, I personally haven't gotten used to people just coming up to me in person saying, oh, I listened to the podcast, or when is a new episode coming out? To me, it's like, you're actually listening to me. That's mad. What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it. We really do. And we're very excited for what 2023 will bring, not just for the podcast, but just ourselves.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have so much planned. Like, there's so much planned outside the country, like traveling, doing things, like being more experimental. Yeah, definitely. So many things planned to do.
Yeah. But on that note, speaking of planning, 2022, Favour. What was 2022 like for you?
Are you gonna start with me?
Yeah,
I think you should start.
Why?
No, because
I feel like we've been through it.
Yeah, like
both of us.
So cut the cameras.
Dead ass. No, we have.
No.
And you know what it is? I was thinking about it the other day. I feel like we both know we've been through it, but we haven't told each other the extent of what we've been through.
Yeah.
I don't think we've actually been like...
No, I feel like you have, because you have your...
There's been some things I've held back.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. There's definitely been things I've held back.
I think you should start.
What has the time? I don't know. It's been... I'd say 2022 was one of the best years I've lived.
Same.
It's definitely been one of the best years I've lived. But it's also been a year of... The enemy tried. I would say that the enemy tried, and I was like, no, you will not catch me. A couple of times, a little slip here and there, but I got myself up. I depended on God, and I was just like, the way I was so happy to go into this year, guys. I was buzzing with excitement. I said, I'm so glad to leave 2022 behind, because although it was great, when it was
bad, it was bad.
It was bad. It was ghetto. It was... I don't want to go through that again. But no, I think if I was to describe it in 3 words, I would say 2022 was a learning experience.
Yeah.
It was... I say I felt a lot of love in 2022.
Yeah.
And it was a year of... I think me just being a bit more... Felt like there were certain situations where I was a lot more like no, like just no or yes. So yeah, that's how I would describe my 2022.
For me, like Jen said, definitely one of my best years. Like just with everything. But my biggest thing for 2022 was more like I felt like I wasn't intentional enough. Like I was letting things happen to me, but I wasn't in control. Like I just, you know, you just feel like you're on a ride, but you're not even. There's no like brake button. There's nothing. You're literally just floating, and someone else is in control. And to me, as a person that likes to be in control a lot, last year I wasn't in control of anything, like anything. I was literally just flowing. It's good sometimes to not be controlling things and not try to be not predicting things too much. But then there should be an element of intentionality that I don't feel like I had. Like I was like, I knew what I wanted to do, and to an extent I accomplished a lot of the things that I wanted to do, but it was more like by chance. I can't explain what I'm trying to say. It's more like, oh, it just happened, and then. But I can't tell you how it happened. Like the process of how I did what I did is like, and this year I would really. Okay, are we going to go into what we're going to do this year?
Describe it in 3 words first.
3 words, mate. It was adventurous. It was amazing, and it was scary. Yeah.
Wow.
Scary, honestly.
Yeah. It was scary. I was traumatized.
Yeah, very, very. But honestly, it definitely was my best year. Like everything else that happened was amazing, but I still feel like I should still have. I should know what I want. Yeah. And so when things are happening, I'm not just saying yes to everything. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's more like everything goes. Just living life, which is good, but then when that comes around, because you're just letting anything happen to you,
it's a ghetto.
It's like, oh, okay. And then I thought I was speaking in parables, but guys,
let's just say we have been through it. We have suffered.
Do you feel like you're ever going to go into details about what's happened to you online?
Damn.
Because I feel like sometimes, like when I listen to people, I would want some form of example. Not saying that I want to do it, but like it helps with people understanding.
Like some context.
Yeah, because people were saying it was bad, it was this, and people just listening like, okay, what does that mean?
Like you were broke for 1 month.
Like, are you trying to say? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like did you?
I'm gonna try to think of an example I could give. What am I okay with sharing online?
I would say with me personally, it was family.
Okay.
Yeah, it was family. Let's just say that.
Family.
No, you don't need to know anymore, guys. Just know that the demons are really trying with my family.
I feel like we should definitely share one example that's not too detailed.
Okay.
Something that's happening, we're like, oh, this is a bit much. I'll say mine, for example. Mine was like going back into 9 to 5 because last year I was very determined. I'm gonna stay in my business. This, that, blah blah blah, and then it got to a point where it wasn't doing anything. Like there was no growth, and I'm like, to survive in life, you need money.
Yeah, no, it's true, it's true.
And I'm putting so much into this thing, and I'm not seeing any profit. Like, yo, how am I gonna survive? Okay, you're hardworking, and you're not seeing anything. The product of your hard work. So like, you know what? In as much as it's going to seem like, oh my God, it's business girl, I'm going to go back to 9 to 5 and make my money again. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that needs to buy things for myself. I'm the person that would need the money to do things. Nobody's going to do that for me. There's no like money back that's going to just give me money. Like I need to survive. So I went back to 9 to 5. And for me, low-key, I felt like, oh my gosh, am I going backwards? And I'm like, this is not what I planned. But then I'm like, sometimes you just have to going back is not always the worst thing, because sometimes you need to re-strategize and actually understand what you're trying to do, like what your focus is, what your future goals are. But yeah, that was mine. I was so annoyed, but I did it, and I'm still in it. But I know I'm gonna come out. It's gonna come out well.
It will. So it will.
That was mine. Do you have any examples you want to share?
Family. No, okay. You know what? I feel like so many things happen. I don't even know where to start or what to mention.
And men are scary.
Huh?
Men are scary.
No, they.
Okay.
No, they're very scary, guys. Like, why? Like, who called you? Like, I'm so confused. Like, who actually called you and gave you this assignment, and you even did overtime with it?
May.
I'm sorry.
Directly, indirectly.
I'm sorry.
The whole year last year was just like it's like a story. Like the amount of things that happened from January.
You know what it is? And December. I feel like a lot of my problems it was men. It involved men. Are you not ashamed? Can for once in your life just be calm? Just sit down.
So this year I really want to. We haven't crossed over yet.
Not yet.
I just want to jump. But last year, like I said, remember the word I used before about being intentional. I'm not gonna just let anything happen to me. No. Anything I'm doing or getting myself involved in anything, business, family, people, whatever it is, I need to actually be very, very intentional of what I want from that. I'm not just doing it because it feels good in that moment, or it makes sense for now. Like, just actually thinking about the future. Yeah,
but it's not always possible though, because you are going to have moments where you're in the moment and you can't even.
But then it shouldn't be a constant in the moment.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what which is why I feel like that happened to me last year. Which is, it's not bad, but it's like Naomi said, when the bad moments were bad.
They were.
I've never had bad moments like this in my life.
No,
but I've had years that were just very consistently just normal. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing crazy. I'm not saying I want to have a year that's boring. Like this year is not going to be boring at all.
Not at all.
But you want to have some element of control to an extent of like. So when things happen, you're like, oh, I kind of saw this coming,
and I know how to prepare for it.
The not side effects. What the hell is it?
The
response.
Okay, yeah.
The response to whatever the situation is, even if it's negative or positive, there's a level of like, okay, I'll move on.
Yeah, I'll deal with it, and it is what it is.
I'll deal with it. Yeah,
okay, fair enough. Family. No, okay. Yeah, like I said, I feel like a lot happened last year, and it felt like it was just a slow climax, and it was just like. Yeah, it was just like one thing after another, whether it was involving someone directly close to me or if it was me myself experiencing it. I'll say this. I had God basically blessed me by showing me how my family was being spiritually attacked, and I was very overwhelmed because in the dream, because I had two dreams. In the dream that he showed me, it was like one thing after another. It wasn't, you know how sometimes like if you have a dream, it's like one thing happens and that's it. This one, it was like pat. I remember I woke up, I cried, I called my mom, and we prayed in the kitchen, everything, and in that, and I remember the week after I had another dream that was similar to the first one, but it was kind of like in response to what I was doing spiritually. And I remember just sitting there and I was like, God, why me? Like, why have you chosen me? And I, like, in that moment, I didn't, maybe it was bad of me, wrong of me, I don't know, but I didn't look at it as in like, I feel blessed that God has chosen to show me and he wants me to do something about it. I was like, I am not your strongest soldier. Father, no, listen, the second time I had the dream, when I tell you, I did not go into work that...
Sorry,
No, it's okay.
Carry on talking.
Like, I remember that day, I did not go into work because I remember I woke up, I had the dream, I woke up, I went downstairs. Guys, when I tell you, I read the Bible, I cried. I listened to worship music, I cried. I listened to a sermon, I cried. I prayed, I cried. I was just like, this is too much, Lord. Yeah. It's too much. But there's a reason why God chose to, my mum said there's a reason why, you know. Maybe you are his strongest soldier. Maybe even if you feel like you're not doing enough, you don't know. There's a reason why he chose to show you, and you need to like act on it and, you know, whatever it is. So yeah, I feel like that spiritual attack, I was like, wow, because there was a part of me that was like, okay, this is happening, like what the hell, like what is going on? And there was also a part of me that's like, am I doing enough to fight this? Because when it's a spiritual thing, it's not a physical, like, do you know what I mean? It's not like
physical battle.
Yeah, you can't see what's going on. You're not physically fighting someone. So you're just going about your day. But at the same time, it's like, you know, are my prayers powerful enough? Am I spending enough time with God? Like, am I doing something that's blocking? Like, it was a very confusing time for me. But I think with the second dream, God reassured me that, like, despite what's happened, you have done enough and it's okay. Let me handle the rest of it. And it's not to say that, you know, after that it was over, because like I said, the enemy will keep trying until his plan succeeds. But guys,
yeah, like,
wow.
You know when you mentioned about you being emotional, I feel like that's literally what happened to me. I wouldn't say I'm not an emotional person, because everyone has a level of emotions, but I'm quite good at being able to control my emotions.
Yeah,
I feel like last year was more like, boy, there was times where I was like, I look at myself like, Sissy, you're right. Why are you crying? I was so confused. I can't even tell you why. It was like, no, you're so overwhelmed, but you can't even pinpoint what it is. You're just like, I'm just tired. And that was something I kept saying to myself, I'm tired. Whether I was physically tired or emotionally or mentally tired, I was just constantly feeling like I was tired. But then there was times where I was just extremely happy. So it was very weird. It's like my emotions were just constantly just back and forth, extreme highs, extreme lows. It was too frequent. And I really wish I had a consistency to an extent, because even sometimes I would be sad, not for myself, for somebody else, and I'm like, why am I anyways, but yeah, so it's like, for me, the emotion, being highly emotional was last year, man, boy. I don't want that this year. I don't want to be emotional. I want to be emotional sometimes, obviously that's normal, but I don't want to be constantly emotional.
I mean, emotional is my middle name at this point. I'm always...
See, that's you, but that's not me. So when I know something's not, I'm not used to being like that. I'm used to just being able to be like, yeah, I'm okay, move on, or have my moments here and there. When it's like back to back, as in Monday I'm happy, Tuesday cry, Wednesday Thursday cry, Friday Sunday cry.
It was a lot.
It's too bad. It's back there. It's too. I can't even tell you how I'm feeling. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling great, but in 2 hours I might not be feeling great. There's times where my day was going perfectly well, and then
something quack.
I'm like, how?
Who sent you? Like, who actually sent you?
Yeah, that was me last year.
So 2023, what are we saying for 2023?
For me, it's a year of just being intentional, man. Like, everything that I'm gonna do is because I want to do every single thing does that make sense? So like, I've already, unlike other years, I set out goals of what I want to do, but this year I literally set out the goals so specifically where I'm like, I'm not saying I want to go exactly like that, but I want to be able to an extent say, this is what that I'm doing it because I actually want to do this. Like last year, the spontaneous trip. Think about where do you want to go? Like, do you know what I mean? So this year I've actually put down countries I want to travel to. Like little things. That's just one example, but like that's what I mean by being intentional. Like I actually want to do things that I want to do and not let things happen to me. And I'm like, this is okay. I'll go with it. But no, this is something that I've been looking forward to. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's me this year. And a Bible verse but just something that I've been using from my motto this year is more of like walking in faith rather than walking in sight. Because even though I'm saying I want to be intentional, I still want to be intentional with God though.
100%.
And I want to exercise an element of being able to be like, even though I can't see and even though I can't see what I want, it can happen. Like actually pushing my faith and seeing how far I can push myself, and not just being like, well, it happened to me. It's not because I don't mind. No, but I want this and I'm going to get this. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it's like my mindset is I'm trying to shift my mindset in the sense of like, if they can get it, I can get it too.
100%.
Like every single thing that I want. Obviously, I don't know that you don't always get what you want. But if people are getting it, what's stopping me? What's stopping me from getting it?
100%.
So my thing this year is walking in faith and going in with confidence and just taking it, because it's like people in the world are doing it and they're not Christians.
So, I literally had that thought. 100%.
That's me.
I would say in terms of faith, I'm exactly the same. I feel like God this year is calling me to obedience. That is the thing. Every single day, the word obedience just pops into my head. And we were actually had a little moment in the group chat because we all had what is this? What is this? And someone was like, Pam, and we were like, oh my God, yes. So I feel like it's I don't want to say it's hard, but it's a thing of like, it's just at the end of the day, it's just faith, because it's like I'm very intentional with being obedient to God, but sometimes I have no idea what that looks like. It's like, what do you want from me? Like I literally said to God, it's like, what do you want? Like in this season, in this moment that I'm in right now, okay, you told me something, you've reassured me of something, but now what does that mean for me? Does it mean I just carry on doing something? Do you want me to put more effort in one thing than another? Like what is going on? But even within that, I think my faith and trust is being obedient. So it's a very, I don't know, it's a lot, let me just say, but the main priority for me this year is obedient. And I feel like I wrote down things that I want to happen for this year. And I remember, because the other day, I tried to make sense of it verbally, but I couldn't. But I had this thing, I was in my room and I had this, like, I guess a feeling. It was like it was kind of like a spiritual, I can't explain, like a spiritual experience where it was like, God, this is what I mean, I can't verbally put it into words, but it was like, the only way that I can, like, describe it is he just confirmed it for me. He was just like, it's like, it was just confirmation. So he was like, no matter what happens, like, what I have set for you is gonna happen. It doesn't matter what may come my way, what the enemy may try to do, like, my plan will come, like, it will come to pass. It was like a confirmation thing. As long as you are obedient, just know it's. And I had this revelation. Guys, listen, what day is it today? It's the 31st of January.
I think it is.
Is it right?
Yeah, 31st. Yeah.
The amount of experiences I've had with God in the last 31 days.
It's been mad. Yeah.
I'm just like, what?
Same.
And I'm just like, and I've got another 11 months to go.
Yep.
How much more are you going to do? Mm-hmm. And there's just been a lot happening. There's a lot that he's been revealing to me. And he said to me, like, it's here. Like, it's here.
What's here?
It's here. Whatever it is that God has, it's here.
Okay.
I just now need to just do. I
Okay.
just need to, like, it's already here. Like, it's not a thing of I need to pray about it. It's not a thing of I need to, like, fast for it, whatever. He said, it's here. All you need to do is just do. And I'm like, okay. So what does do mean now?
Do you know what it is? I feel like what you just said, like, I genuinely feel like most times we have what we need.
Yeah.
And we haven't tapped into that yet. So you know how we always feel like, if I get this, then I'll be able to do this. If I get £10,000, then I'll be able to start that business. If I get this, I can do that. But it's like, some people don't have that £10,000. They started the business. How they done it?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's actually just really, really thinking, like, not really focusing on what you don't have, but focus on what you do have and what can you do with what you have for now, instead of waiting until I have that perfect. I don't know. Sometimes, realistically, most people don't even think what they're waiting for is the perfect thing, but to them it's like, if I just have this,
just this one little thing.
Just one little thing.
Yeah.
But now that you are here now, what can you do whilst you're waiting? Because I don't know, I say this to you all the time, I feel like sometimes if you're not, like, you can get the opportunity, but if you're not ready to receive it,
it's not going to work out.
It's almost wasted. Like, you can be like, until I have this, until I have that, until I have whatever it is, and then because in that process of you waiting till you have it, you haven't done anything to prepare for it. When it comes to you now,
you're like, oh,
you'll be very overwhelmed because you really did not plan for it. It's like you wanted it, but you don't really actually. Some people, like, this is why apparently a lot of people that win the lottery and stuff, they go into deep depression. They lose their mind.
In 5 years, they've lost all the money.
A lot of people think, if I just become a millionaire, my life is going to be okay, I'm going to be perfect. And it's like, when you do have that millions, you realise that you didn't actually plan for this. And this is not something you actually wanted. Yeah. But let's say you said, you know what, let's say I want to start a business, or I don't know, whatever you want to start, like, if I need this exact amount of money, I'll do well. In the meantime, I'm going to be doing this and that to save up to, and then paying, just slowly working my way up. So when you do get a massive investment,
you're prepared, and
all you're doing is just expanding what you've already started. You're going to like, not waiting until you have that to do something. Doing what you can with the smallest things you have now. Yeah. Then you're going into when you meet the opportunity, it's like, yes, exactly. I've been waiting for you, and it's like, honestly, guys. Anyways,
but I feel like a lot has happened in the past 31 days, and I'm just like, God, it's been crazy. Good. Honestly, it's been a lot.
I feel like it's been more spiritual than any other months I've ever had.
100%.
Because every new year, because people always like, new year.
I'm the same person I was 31st of December.
But this month has been very like, no, sis, is really new year. Like, it's not even. This is not. I'm not trying to tell you.
It is 100%.
It's going to be a new you, because you don't even know what's coming through. Because I'm getting a lot, like, you know how you talk about confirmations. Even I've been getting that as well, like through people, random things, and like
yeah.
Okay.
And the fact for me that I had that spirit again, guys, it's just such a beautiful thing that I just can't explain it, but it was just so, like, even right now, I have no idea what's going to happen to me. But the thing is, I'm so excited because it's like, I know that God is going to do. I don't know what it is. It could be even something that I've never even wished for. I've never even thought of, but I'm so excited. And he literally said to me, like, he confirmed it for me, and he said, it's already there, because you know how we say that, like, sometimes it will happen, like, in the heavenly realm before it happens. So in the heaven, it's happened. The angels are rejoicing. Everyone's happy for you. It's all happened. Now it's just a case of, it needs to take place down here on earth. And to be honest, it's already there for you. It was a kind of thing of, like, just like, open the door and it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Just like
and
that.
And you know how you mentioned about you feel like this year for you is about you being obedient. And remember what I said in the group chat when I was saying that, for me, especially because we watched this video on YouTube, Amazing Woman, and the way she described obedience and faith was so interesting, because she basically said, she used the example of Abraham, and she's basically saying Abraham, the reason why he was able to sacrifice and be obedient to God is because he had faith. And I thought about thinking that actually makes perfect sense. Like, everything starts off with faith.
100%.
It's like, this is a starting point, because for you to be obedient and be like, you know what, I'm gonna listen to what you're saying and do what you're asking me to do, you have faith that whatever they're asking you to do is gonna work well. Like, there's no element of fear, because faith and fear, right, the right opposite. If you're not obedient to somebody, there's an element of fear, that
there's that uncertainty.
Like, I'm fearful of what you're going to do if I obey you. But if you obey somebody full-heartedly, it means that you have full faith in the person that whatever they're instructing you to do is okay. It's going to work out. And then when we talk about, as Christians also, they talk about sacrifice and all that stuff. I'm thinking even sacrifice as well. When you want to sacrifice, because the hardest part of sacrificing is because you feel like you're losing out. And if I'm sacrificing this thing, then I'm not going to get it back. But if you have faith, and then you're obedient, and then you're sacrificing something that you're like, even if I lose this, God is going to replenish it.
Yeah, he'll fill it up again.
It goes back in a cycle. Like, it literally is a cycle of genuinely starting off with having pure faith in God, and which is why I feel like this year for me, that's why I'm trying to hold into that as much as I can. Because last year it was like, you have faith and you believe in God, but the reason why I feel like things were just happening to me is because it was more like, you know, when you just want things to happen, and it's like, you haven't really thought, you haven't actually asked God, what do you want? What do you actually want me to do? Yeah. So what is your will? What's your will? So this is what I want. I want to do this, that. Yeah. God, what do you want? So even though I've written down like a list of things that I want to do, I'm still very much saying, God, still be in the literally right in the middle of whatever I'm doing. Yeah. That it should be a thing that if you say to me, don't go there, I'm gonna be like, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, 100%. Simple as, and not be fearful of like, oh God, am I ever gonna get someone like this again in my life? Do you get what I'm saying? Not like be scared that if I let go of whatever it is, or let go of this person, it's not gonna come back. I'm never gonna get someone like that again in my life, or I'm never gonna get this opportunity again in my life. If God says no, don't do it, I'll give you better, 10 times better. And just mad, God will force you out of it. If you see, he went, let's go. He said, "This is my child." Mate, if you're saying you're a child of God, right? Child of God means when God sees you trying to put your hand in the fire, and he's like, "This girl's gonna kill herself. It's gonna drag you." Because sometimes out of just stubbornness, we are like, I'm gonna fight. Yeah, 100%. I can make this work. I'm gonna do this because this is what I want. And then you're fighting. God just goes. It's like, when you're ready, you know why I did this. Yeah, exactly. And you're like, God, and you're trying to fight with God again. God, but this is what I want. You gave it to me. And it's like, no, I didn't. And it's told you that. And it's thinking, you're making noise. You're disturbing the angels. Please. When you're ready, you know. Right now, cry. If you want to cry. Feel the emotion. It's okay. But when you really understand what I've done, you thank me. You glorify me. And you glorify me, because God 100%. Doesn't let if you're a true child of God, He doesn't let us get lost. No. Especially when you're in the midst of everything you're doing, you're still praying to Him. Sometimes He will literally force you out of it, because our will and what we want sometimes is so strong that we would even try to manipulate ourselves to say that this is God telling us to do this. 100%. Because that's something that we really want. It's like, 100%. No, but I feel like, not how we can try and find God and everything.
Like, you know what? Like,
Yeah.
Like, I read it in the Bible and it happened the same. Like, that word, because I saw it in the advert.
Yeah.
So it's God.
Like you were saying TikTok was confirmed. This girl was saying to me that TikTok was confirmed. I was like, please.
You know what? Sometimes.
But I know what it can happen. It can. Yeah. I give it to you. But like sometimes when you really, really want something and it's your natural desire, you can sometimes lie to yourself and say it's God's will. But sometimes it really isn't God's will.
Not.
Like it literally is just, you just want to do it and it's okay. But if it goes wrong,
you can't go back to God now.
I'm like, God, you let me know, it didn't let me.
He's like, I did not tell you to do that.
The signs were clear.
Literally.
And you chose to go deep
there.
inside. So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's just me for this year.
It said, do not run, and you still jogged. You jumped and you slipped.
Is this swim or swam? What? Swam?
You swam.
You swam.
You swam.
But yeah.
Did we talk about 2023? Oh yeah, no, we did. Sort of.
What we're gonna do. So mine's like, we talked about our faith and like what we from a faith perspective, but like, what do you actually want to do? For me, I want to go traveling.
100%. I've put down about 50 holidays on my list.
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely
if I
traveling.
through it, but
No, God will provide. Jehovah Jireh.
Faith.
With faith. I really want to kickstart my acting career.
Yeah,
that's something very, very big for me. That's something, because basically I had an opportunity to audition for something last year. I didn't get it. No, it wasn't like a TV role or anything like that, but just for a thing. And I didn't get it just because I didn't fit the criteria. But it made me realise how much more I actually want to act. Like the reaction of the people watching me and what they said to me and the way that I felt, I was like, wow, like this is something I really want to do.
Was your natural element.
Yeah, I was like, this is 100% something I want to do. So, you know, I'm obviously leaving it in the hands of God, and in whatever way that it will be according to His will and will glorify Him, I will take it. But it's something I genuinely want to do. And the other day I realised I'm a natural born actress, Favour.
Oh.
No, I was just thinking, and I realised that one of my first early memories of me in life was me acting. I was 3 years old in Spain.
Yeah, but you're naturally an actress anyway.
I know, but
you always exaggerate every single thing.
No, okay.
Genevieve.
Don't expose me.
You always act everything.
I do, don't I?
Jen could hit a toe, she go, oh. And you like, wait till. That isn't what I just saw happen. It's honestly, you are a walking actress.
I am.
Your daily life is
like, acting.
We are all in your movie. Literally, I'm a sub role. I'm not even a character. I'm a sub role in Genevieve's movie. I'm just here. Just random extras
in the background.
And it's just walking up. That's me. And then
no, you have a more important role.
Which role do I have?
You know, in the credits, at least number 20.
Anyways, I'm literally in Genevieve's main character of her life, and there's just me walking around trying to help. She makes sure everyone's okay. That's so you naturally act anyway. So I'm not shocked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's something.
Like I literally remembered. I was literally, because I was still in Spain, so I was like 3-4 years old, and I was. Imagine, I got this guy, because basically where me and my mum lived, we lived in a place that was run by nuns for like young single mums, right? And the nuns during the day, when the mums would like go to school or like work, they'd look after us. And I remember I got this boy, I don't know, I must have saw it on TV. I said, let's pretend that you're about to die and I'm your lover. And I say, no, it's mad I can remember this. I was, 4?
Let's pretend you're about to die.
I remember it specifically. I said, let's
oh my
pretend
God.
you're about to die. We're obviously lovers, and I'm going to kiss you and you're going to wake up. Favour, why at 3-4 years old am I acting like... And I kissed him.
In the blood.
I kissed him and I thought nobody saw me. This is how I know I did it, because I remember I looked around. I can remember vividly in my head. I looked around. I didn't see anyone. I did it. 3-4 years old. I don't know anything. Then I don't know if it was around the same day or the next day. One of the moms told my mom, and I was like, "You didn't see me." And she was like, I peeked around the corner and I saw you kissing. His name was Domingo. I remember his name.
First of all, you told me your first kiss was not that time.
Yeah, but I'm 3-4. That doesn't matter. It doesn't count.
You just said you kissed him. You remember?
Yeah, I was acting.
So you had your first kiss.
I was acting.
Who are you?
You know what? Maybe I've been acting this whole time.
See, this is my problem. this is the issue I have with actresses and actors. I don't even know who they are. No, seriously, I don't know who she is.
Oh gosh,
That's crazy.
yeah. Like I can literally. That's a very like one of those early memories that you have as a child. And since then, anything with acting, I've always just been in it. Like I remember in my second primary school in England, I was part of the choir, and I did. Bear in mind, I didn't even know English at this point. I was part of the choir, and I was in the production for Oliver Twist. What am I doing in Oliver Twist? Not knowing English. Favor, I have been. So this is how I know.
Like you should go into acting.
100%.
I literally, I feel like you should definitely do it, man.
100%.
That's something that you naturally do anyway. Like, I'm trying to be serious. That's something you naturally do. Like, it comes like, because I feel like sometimes, like you were saying before, it's like you have everything inside of you to do great things. It's not just I need to get this, I need to get. You have everything. Within you. And some things are natural, like you just said, acting. That's something that's literally in. You can do it without even thinking about it as much as someone else. Ask me to act. You're wasting your time. You are literally. Just take your money back. I will look at you. You look at me. We both wouldn't know what to do because I can't act. And that's me. Honestly, I can't. Which is why, let's say, people like when they're in a bad mood, and then I wouldn't talk to you, so you wouldn't see my face because my face would give it away.
No, Favor's very.
Even if I don't say anything, just look at
you'll know.
Look at my eyes.
You will know. Brass me, yeah, I'm alright. Okay.
My facial expression would give it away. Give it away. Jesus. My facial expression would give it away. Like, I'm not a natural actress. Unlike like but I know with singing, for example, I don't have to think about it. Like I genuinely feel like I sing better than I talk. I can't explain. Like genuinely, like to me, singing is like I don't even think. Like it's something that it's just so natural to me. So like there's things that are just in you that you don't even need to. Money can't even buy that. Like,
no.
Use that. Start with that. Then wait until I get this and get this beautiful shining gold when you haven't even done anything with what you already have. Yeah,
that's true. Because one of the guys that watched me, he was like, "Wait, you've never done anything?" I said, "No, I haven't.
I've been acting for 25 years of my life.
I have been acting.
Actress.
I have been acting. But yeah, no, it's definitely something I really want to get into. Maybe this is what because I've been telling my friends, I feel like I'm meant to be famous. Do you think that's what it is?
Not every actress is famous.
No, that's true.
Like there's some really, really good actresses that you not even know
that's very
their
true.
real name, but you know them in movies. Does that make sense? Like, you know them as like, you know the roles that they've done, but like them as a person, like in the as like their personal lives or stuff. Because I feel like fame itself is more about your personal life rather than what you actually do.
That's true.
Because a lot of great actresses and actors are not.
They're not out there.
They're not out there like that. So it depends what you want. If it's I really want to do amazingly well as an actress, then that's different from fame. Because fame, you don't need to be an actress to be famous.
No, you don't. But yeah, guys, in the next year or so, if you see me on Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO, I'd really appreciate the support. But no, that's something I really want to tap into this year.
So acting. I'm trying to think what else I want to do. It made me focus more on like music and stuff. Like actually do more with that. Like I keep saying, guys, for me this year is really just pushing myself rather than just waiting and hoping for things to happen, but like going and grabbing it, like grabbing it, like taking actions and doing. Because I've always been like that, but I feel like last year I was a bit more relaxed on that side of me. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna.
Famous and never again.
I'm bringing that side back.
I'm traumatized.
Like a go-getter and trauma's boy. That's just understatement. That's an understatement. Trauma.
And that's a sneak peek of her next single.
Oh yeah,
trauma.
Honestly, yeah. And the way it even ended, boy. Honestly, last year was a joke.
No,
the year started off beautiful.
Yeah, I remember I said this to someone. I feel like December is it's just a month that tries you.
I usually have really good Decembers.
I feel like
that's my birthday month.
Yeah, that's true. But this December, there was something in the air. I said, you will not come into 2023.
I even got ill at one point. I just remembered.
Oh my God, she was really ill.
I'm never ill.
That's true.
Never ever ill. I'm like, what the hell was happening? What the hell's happening? What? And then I'm trying to look up. No.
But I said I can't.
When I realised that I couldn't look up, I was like, am I ill? Because I don't know what it feels like. I'm not ill. So I was like, I thought I just had a normal cold. And then I woke up in the morning, like, I couldn't move my eyes. I was like, wait, this is weird. Let me try and move my head. Couldn't move my head. I said, what is this? But I can't move my eyes. I can't move my head. What can I move? So I tried to just hold my head up, look, and then carry myself. I'm like, is this how? And I was like, Mom, I don't think I'm feeling well. And she's like, what? I said, right now I can't really move.
I'm paralyzed.
And she's like, oh.
That's what she said.
She's like, oh, you all have it. I said, who's you all? I said, yeah, it's a virus. I said, me? I never get anything. Even when Corona came, Corona avoided
it. Went over.
I never get anything. So I was like, what the hell is happening to me? I was so ill, and that was just a very new experience. So I had I had many new experiences in 1 year. But yeah, boy. But God,
He always comes through, guys.
And I feel like one thing I've noticed as well is like, regardless of what the situation is, it would definitely pass.
100%.
Like, nothing is permanent. Like, no situation is permanent, regardless. Like, no matter how bad it is, it would definitely pass. And that's something that keeps me, I think, gives me hope, to be honest.
100%.
So regardless, I'm not so scared of. Maybe feel like if just one thing happens to me, that's it. I'm never gonna smile again. I'm
never gonna say hello, God bless you.
What? I say amen again?
What's amen? We're so bad.
Hey, but it's true though.
Yeah, like, people do get like
sometimes
that.
Sometimes people think that because you're a Christian and we're always so positive. Do you know what? Do you even know why we're positive? Because we know if we just try, because unlike other people, Christians get more attacked. Like
100%.
Just because we've decided to follow a faith and decided to follow Jesus, automatically we're not just getting the attacks of just living life as normal humans.
Yeah, there's
of, like,
so much more.
We're also getting spiritual attacks. We're getting everything. So it's like we can't afford to say things that actually happen to us. Like, I could be going for a lot. I'm like, no, God is great.
No, literally. No, because it's not only just you kind of being like, yeah. It's a thing of like, you have to believe it. In the midst of that storm, you still have to believe that God, because He's a never changing God. So you have to be like, woo.
I just remembered again. I feel like, you know how sometimes we say we are this, like, oh, I believe in this, I believe in God, whatever it is, and because things are going well, so you genuinely think you still have faith in God. I feel like sometimes we need to get tested, like to actually show. Do you really believe what you're saying? Like, God, you know what's that song that says about was it sacrifice? Whatever it is about, something to do with sacrificing yourself. And what song is it? Oh my days!
Is it a Maverick City song?
Yeah. I wanna be tried by fire.
No. I refuse.
Have you ever
It's not my potion.
Has fire ever burnt you before? Guys, do you know what fire means?
Do you know what it actually means?
No, fire.
Whoever wrote that song, please.
And they were singing it with
heart, with passion. It's not for me.
When you get burnt by fire. So yeah, guys. See, that's honestly, I feel like my faith got tested, and I had to really constantly reassure myself that I am on the right track. I believe in God. Yeah. I have to keep saying, yes, it's for God. Yes, fire burnt me, but yes, God. I fall, but yes, God. I'm still here.
It's a lot, guys. It is a lot. Like the other day, I was reading Job, and I said, Job, you right now are my best friend, because you understand what I'm going through. You actually understand what I'm going through. Like, we're besties at this point.
That's why the Bible is so beautiful, because there's so many examples. Like, when we're thinking, oh my God, why is it me? People have
centuries,
and the Bible gives so many different examples just to show you that there's different types of suffering.
You know. God said, right, level 1, level 2, let's go to level 5. I think they can.
Everybody died?
Okay, let's go. Like a flood, wipe it all out. The city burning, wipe it all out. The Egyptians, wipe it all out. 40 years, that could have been 11 years.
Can you imagine?
Favour, when I deep it hurts my heart. This is why I feel like, God, please, I don't ever want to disappoint you, because you could have something and you think, no, guys, an 11-day journey, like actually 40 years.
What was the reason?
Because they decided to worship a god.
No, it's just pure because they were disobedient.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
like literally, that's all it was. Like,
but you know what it is though, because I've been reading like the Old Testament and stuff. Not to say that he's ever changed, but Old Testament God, he didn't take nonsense. There was I was reading Chronicles, and I think it was like when King David, I think when they were building the temple, or they were celebrating something, they were worshipping, and his wife was like, yeah, but why are you worshipping? You shouldn't be worshipping God like this. God made her infertile for the rest of her life. There was another story that I read, and because someone decided they didn't believe, or they just did something. God was like, I don't like that. He killed her. Yeah,
I think it really. I think that's the Bible trying to show you the
extreme
like how important it is for us to be obedient.
Yeah,
because the effects of not being obedient is a lot more than we even know sometimes, because there could be potentially things that we're supposed to be having now that we don't even know exactly. Because of our actions, we probably prolonged it, because you know how there's certain things that God obviously wants for us, and based on our own actions and us choosing to do what we feel like is right, and
he's just like
ignoring what God is saying, because we feel like, I can see I'm the one that's living this life, mate.
Not you.
Do you know what I mean?
You're sitting up there, relax.
I can see what's going on.
Suffering.
I'm the one that needs £50 in my account.
Not even 50, at least 10
to be exact. Do you know what I mean? Wink, wink. You want to send
What's your sort code and account number?
If you want to send me £50, but Instagram is probably. Anyways, like honestly, like we feel like just because we can see our circumstances now, it's easy
to just be
easy for us to be like, I know what's best for me. No, you can't tell me.
You can't tell me nothing.
You can't tell me nothing.
I'm the one living this life.
How many years have we existed in this life? Do you know how many humans have been here before us? God even has to give us examples in the Bible to show you that people have come before you, and you still want to be like no.
I said, I was reading First Chronicles, and First Chronicles literally gives you the ancestry from Adam up until David.
Yeah.
Favour, you know what I said? Holy Spirit, there's a reason why these names are in the Bible, innit? So I'm not going to ignore it. I said, Holy Spirit, every single time, just allow me to pronounce these names correctly. Favour, there was at least 30 chapters of this name. So you have a couple, and their child is Favour, their child is Miracle, their child is... Then you have... There's been a lot of people, guys. There's been a lot of people. What are we? Because I've lived 25 years. To God, that's like one day.
Yeah. But if you're not a Christian and you can't relate, yeah, I would say the best thing to take from what we're saying is just be confident, because faith is confidence, really.
Yeah.
Faith is like, I can do it.
Yeah.
What's stopping me? So like most things that are like, you could do a lot more than you're doing now. You could be doing amazing, but you could actually do more than that. So much more if you add a little bit of confidence. Because sometimes some people just stumble upon success, like,
yeah, that's true.
And when I mean stumble upon, they could be born. Imagine you're just born in a rich family. Automatically, you're that's it.
Yeah,
it's nothing to do with what you've done. But imagine you added a bit of your confidence in that. You use the money to do great things and create amazing things.
I give it to 2 girls that are doing podcasts right now.
Anyways, be confident, and this year should be a year that you're not fearful. Like, do not let fear hold you back.
Yeah,
like whatever you want to do it, because someone else has done it, and what happened to them? Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if anything crazy was to happen, you get over it, man. Honestly, like,
there's gonna be another thing that's gonna come.
Like, you can't let fear stop you from something bad happening. If you don't even do it, something bad will still happen to you.
Exactly.
So choose when you want the bad thing to happen. Do you want it to happen now or in the future? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're more prepared and you control.
Even if you stay in your house and like, I am not going to move out of the house. Did the coronavirus not come and affect everybody in their households?
No, were you not forced in your house? Did you not have to wear a mask everywhere? Did you not have to be isolated from the family? Fear
does not care if you do or you don't do. It's still going to affect you regardless. So you might as well be confident and be like, I know fear is going to try and push me back, but I'm still going to do it.
100%.
And then whatever happens.
It happens.
So that's if you're not Christian,
if you're not a believer,
that's something that's my way of summarizing what we're trying to say in a very plain way, in
in an understanding way. That's very true. Yeah. But yeah, man, that's been our 2022 and what we are hoping for 2023. I'm just excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm very like I said, I have no idea what I'm going to be walking into, but just from the reassurance of God, I'm just ready to just take it on. I'm very excited. So if you see me on Netflix by the end of the year, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised.
If you see me making £2 million,
don't beg for the money now.
I'll give you though. I'm nice.
What are you gonna give? £5?
No,
but you have to like what's the word? You have to like, who was there for you before the 2 million?
Oh, it's not that bad.
I think it's important favour. You can't be giving anybody money.
Because you want money.
I've been if I could have 1 million.
Oh, look at that. So I have
not 1 million, 500,000.
So I have 2 million, but I'm gonna give Jen half of my money.
Okay, 250,000. I think that's fair.
What's fair?
250.
Just shut up. I reduce it.
250,000 gone to Genevieve.
So just as much as Jen's gonna be an actress,
yes,
I'm gonna be doing amazing things in what I want to do.
Yes,
I'm not fully ready to share everything now, but because I'm more. I feel like I like to just show what I'm doing.
Exactly.
And speaking about it. It's just me. But you're gonna see amazing things from us.
Woo!
And there's gonna be more guests.
Woo!
Every single thing we did last year, there's more of it.
And more,
basically.
Double, tenfold.
So that's something to look forward to in 2023.
Yes. I'm so excited! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't even know if I'm excited because we're recording or because
I think it's everything, man. Because it's been a long break. It's been a very long break, but it is needed. It's needed.
Yeah. Because we couldn't come to you with everything that was going on in our lives. Because we just become here silently projecting.
Honestly.
Just silently projecting.
Men, kill them! Kill them!
Get rid of them all!
Yeah, but honestly, it's better. Like, what we did was needed for us so we can come back better, with more knowledge, more wisdom.
Yes.
Not just saying things for the sake of saying it. Like, when we're saying something, we're saying it because we really mean it and we've experienced it. And also, guys, something I would really love us to start doing is, like, people could start sending questions to us. So if you want to be anonymous, I think what we should do, I think there's like an app where you can let people send in anonymous questions. Okay. So maybe put the link on Instagram and say, because some people might not want to. Yeah, of course. Yeah, not everyone's gonna want to express. Yeah. Like fully, because I feel that sometimes that might be the element stopping people from like actually asking questions. And so, even if you did make yourself known, we're not going to be like so and so from Solihull. Because honestly, guys, we really give great advice. No, guys. Like, don't underestimate us, you know. No. Like, try us first. Yeah, try us. Send the questions and then you see. But honestly, that's something I would really love us to start, because that way we can get an insight on who's listening to us and then we can engage. And I love giving. I'm a natural psychologist as well. I love giving advice. So let me actually put my degree to use. Thank you. Yeah, that's something I really want us to do this year. What else do I want from this year from us as a podcast? I just want us to. I want us to be like. What's the word? I want us to just be more out there. Yeah. You know what I mean? I think. What does that mean though? I don't know, whether we're on different platforms, whether we're collaborating with different people. Yeah. I think, maybe we can show a bit more of us together outside of the podcast, like something like that. Yeah, like. See, he gets to get and sort of gauge like our actual personalities outside. Yeah, the podcast. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate you. We love you. We hope that you guys are as excited as we are to just to see what I really hope that what we have talked to has. No, wait. I really hope that what we have talked about is encouraging for you guys. Yeah. Like, just not... Because when I tell you guys, this month, despite the goodness of God, I have cried. There was a week where I cried almost every single day. Like, I have been going through it. It's not even just myself, but with family, with other people. There's been a lot. But at the end of it, I'm still coming out very positive and excited. And I hope that that's something for you guys to take on. And just know that you're not alone. All of 100%. Us are going through it. Literally. Like, even if you're beautiful, you're not beautiful, you have millions. No, I know what I'm saying. Because sometimes people generally think how you look is how your life is. Yeah. And it's like... I know I'm very beautiful, but... Like, it's not about it. Like, don't be deceived by how people look and how put together people look and everything. It's not about that. People are really going through it. So it's like, if you feel, oh my God, is it just always me? It's not always you. No. Trust me. It's not always you.
I can't stand that.
We are all going through it.
We're literally going through it.
The beauty in that is knowing that if they can get through it, then I can get through it as well. And that's why it's like, it's important for us to try our best to be as open as we can and not really giving too much information, because some of the things that happen to us is involving other people's lives, and you don't want to be out here do you know what I mean,
shaming them.
Yeah, like we are going through it as well, and you're not alone, and and God is always there.
Amen.
Do not underestimate the power of God. And if it's too much you don't want to say to anybody, pray about it. At least the most important person that's listening to you is God, and He's the actual person that has the ultimate power to change the situation or actually influence. Because sometimes you can write to your friends and they're like, oh really?
Oh really? I genuinely could not stand us. But you first be like, oh no, like really? Okay, I've got to go make dinner. I'll see you later.
Funny speaking. Mate, but it's like we are restricted in how much we can do as humans anyway. So, but I'm not saying don't talk to your friends, but like if you really need to you feel like it's a bit too much, then speak to God. And even if you're not a believer and it feels silly, trust me, sometimes that's all God wants. He just wants you to be vulnerable, to come to Him and say, listen, this situation is not it. I'm feeling like this. I feel hurt. I feel embarrassed. And even through that, God would be like, oh my God, you finally came to me. Let me switch things up, man. So guys, you're not alone. No. And this year we are going to do great things.
Amen.
Every single one of us is going to be blessed.
Amen.
Everything that we put our hand into is going to be blessed.
Amen.
We are going to go and grab every single thing God has ordained for us.
Amen.
And there's not going to be any fear. No insecurities. No failures. And every failure will turn into success.
Woo!
So guys, we are excited, and I hope you can tap into the excitement that we have for this year. And just as much as you're going on this journey, we're also going on this journey, and you can join us and follow our journey. And we hope that in every episode we try to share a little bit about what we're going through to help you guys. But
thank you.
You guys enjoyed the episode.